A bar on top of a tattoo studio. I mean, what could go wrong? It's The Sims 4. Honestly, probably a lot. It is getting to be the weekend. We are joining this little famalam on the Friday morning. Finn is making his way downstairs to react to his first snow. I feel like my seasons got messed up with like that constant reverting of seasons that we were facing in the first couple of parts. Apparently that was down to the little Trashly task that we had. I can't remember what they are called. Let's be real, there are just too many tutorials in this game in general, but that was caused by the discovery quests. Apparently if you either disable them, mine just happened to like fix itself after a couple of times of saving, but if you are facing that issue where it's constantly like telling you to choose a season, maybe turn off your discovery quests if they are there. Now, the thing is, Finn is very energized today, and he is reacting to his first snow. He kind of just wants to spend some time taking it all in, so we are gonna pretend that we did in fact go to school, but he's gonna head on over to his little park. Okay, don't judge him. I know it's not super far away from his house. In The Sims 4, where you pretty much have the convenience of being able to travel to any world, he just hasn't thought about that, you know? He's like, yeah, people aren't really gonna recognize me. This kid grew up in a feckin' raccoon onesie on the side of the street until he got given to Ida, so he doesn't think that anyone's really gonna notice him. But why don't you go and play pirate? Ooh, which other people? See, even Nora's mum is here, and then Nora's just chilling. I actually did not know that there was a little swing set here. That's so cute. It kind of feels like an extension of the park. I thought he was about to get a call from the principal. Weirdly, I can't even remember his name, but just got in touch with us to congratulate us on becoming friends with Eric, which is a little weird. You're about to be freezing. The fact that he's doing it right next to the water, what a beautiful little snow angel. And then go have a snowball fight. I don't know if there's any people to kind of have a snowball fight with. Oh, no, apparently not. Well, then we'll just... Wait, is Eric here? Has Eric decided to skive school as well? Where is he? Oh no, we're starting to have a bad influence on our friends. I definitely reckon we sent him a text and we're like, hey, why are you in school? Boring. Let's go out and play in the snow. Or just like pretend to pull a sickie, you know, this morning, and then we'll sneak out in the afternoon. We'll just say we're feeling better. This definitely looks like it needs Eric's help. It's looking very lopsided. Stop. This is so cute. We're gonna joke about ice with our snow pal. I do want to kind of spend tomorrow, like during the daytime, trying to teach him how to ride his bike. I don't know if that's still honestly broken in Growing Together. It's been a little while. Don't ask me where he got the hat from. Maybe it's from like the puppet show. I do feel like that would potentially be a lost and found in this place, quite honestly. Why have I never noticed this little fish on here? Aw, and the paper cranes. It makes sense that he'd want to know how to ride a bike, especially in this world. Bikes are used pretty frequently in Nordhaven, so it'd be pretty embarrassing if he didn't know how to ride one. Love how he's also like, oh, there's a snow pile at the bottom of the stairs. Let me move that. Don't want the old people tripping on it or not being able to see it. It's still getting on my motor skill, unless that is just a bug, which is very likely. Now we can have a snowball fight with Eric. Oh, Ollie's here as well. I actually do want to get to know Ollie a little bit. We've definitely heard rumblings of Ollie being being adopted. Weirdly, it is like a thing that you can interact with their family about. And obviously Finn is also recently adopted. So I do feel like Finn maybe kind of like looks up to Ollie a little bit and is like, you know what? I could be like Ollie. Enthused about candy. This kid is absolutely obsessed with sugar. He truly had that one sugar-free cake and it ruined his entire life. Altered his brain chemistry for real. I hate these snowball fights. I wish they were so much better than this. They're just so boring to witness. They will never beat the Sims 3 version, even though that was tied to an object, which was slightly more annoying. I do love how the animations went on that one, and it kind of felt like that one scene out of Jack Frost, and I absolutely love Jack Frost. I miss building an igloo, actually. I really miss building an igloo. Imagine if you could build like a snow den and then you could have snowball fights in those. Aww, we got a little sentiment. Fun in the snow. A little fun in the snow is a reminder of the simple joys in life. Finn wouldn't mind playing in the snow with Ollie again sometime. Plan to sell test answers. Plan to barricade classroom with water cups. We're gonna do the test ones. Oh my word, Ollie! Not them giggling at the fact they just absolutely took out Eric. Oh my goodness gracious me. I'm kind of glad that we cancelled out that. Okay, can you two stop, please? And Eric's run off to go talk to the snowman. Eric's like, well, Finn has a new friend, so I'm just gonna chat to this snow pal instead. Social level 9. This kid is far too outgoing. He's like, oh no, Ida saw me make this exact mark in the tattoo parlor. If I keep it here, she's gonna know that I was skiving off school and was playing in the park instead of being there. So let me just clean this up. You are my favorite to Eric. Well, if he is your favorite, we are gonna treat him to a little trip to the local arcade. Yes, I added in an arcade. I do really wish that this would have been part of businesses and hobbies. Smaller arcade games, grabbers, things like that. Definitely think that could have added something a little bit more for the younger generations, specifically like kids and teenagers. Maybe comic books that you could sell, or maybe you could like write your own comic books, and even if you were a kid then you could do that, and then you could kind of start a little business selling your comic books. I just think that would have been so cool. I actually need to see if there's a mod where you can craft your own comic books, because I feel like I would get an awful lot of use out of that, especially if they did work the same way as books, where you could actually publish them and then you could like set up either a get to work retail or a small business and sell them that way. But I did download a cheeky little Vic Vector off the gallery. I did switch him up just a little bit. And then I also downloaded an arcade off the gallery. I will leave both Vic's creator and the arcade creator in the description down below. But I named it Vic's Awesome Arcade. Obviously, Vic is a My Sim and that's his business in My Sims. So I figured that would be pretty fun. Kind of give us a space to kind of hang out. We're going to invite Ollie and also Max as well. Technically, school is out, so even if Ida or Nia spots us, because I know Nia does a patrol of the neighborhood all the time. She's always somewhere. She's got her eyes in every crevice of Nordhaven. They're not going to be like, oh, these kids are now skiving. Let's buy together. I don't know if that's going to charge us like just 117 simoleons. I feel like it would. I feel like we're not like covering entry for everyone. Yeah, it was just minus 17. Attempt to swipe? No, 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 no. Do not attempt to swipe that just yet, okay? We gotta build up a rapport. Ask for video game mentoring from Ollie. That's so cute that we're able to do that. Ollie must be like above a level 5. Ew, they just farted though. That's actually actually something I need to add into this place. I need to put like a vending machine here or like against this wall just so the kids can grab a snack. Oh, Eric's now playing some FIFA. That's gonna be me if that Taylor Swift rumor comes true that she's gonna be basically like the sponsor for Barcelona. You best believe I'm gonna be in the queue trying to buy that Barcelona kit. I was about to say I haven't owned a football kit since I was a kid, but that's a lie. I actually have one in my wardrobe right now. Oh, no one's playing with Max. I don't know where these kids are getting these sandwiches from, but I'm actually really, really jealous. Did they just all have them in their inventory? I did actually set this business to appeal to kids and teenagers predominantly, but I didn't choose it that it could only be those who entered the business just because I didn't really want to run out of a pool of Sims. If you have all the packs like I do, there is a much bigger pool of kids and teenagers than just playing like businesses and hobbies and base game like I was doing in early access. Oh, I set this to employees only, but the kids are just like going on in there. That's where they're getting their sandwiches from. I do still need to put a vending machine in, but that's fine. I mean, that's a little weird, Lorato. I'm not gonna bully you for it. We are your friend, but I don't know if I will stick up if anyone does bully you for it, because you're just eating a bowl of peas. I can't talk. Whenever I say that, just know I was that child who would happily just chow down on a bowl of sweet corn. Holding my hands up, the amount of peas that I usually have on my plate when I have them for dinner, it probably is just like eating a bowl of peas because I do love it. I feel like Max has just kind of taken Finn under his wing. This is the most unlikely friendship group in like the history of The Sims, but I kind of love that he has his own little squad. I am honestly so tempted to have them become a club. Like, I want to kind of create a club, but I kind of feel like Max would be the leader. Obviously, I know Max is the leader of the Renegades, and this would kind of be like that, but I feel like they'd probably be better friends than the Renegades are. Not Max being evil to us. No, we're not. We are, actually. We're going to strike back a little bit. We've got that poison in us. He's going to call Max names. Finn can now mock other Sims moods. He can also now gain skill in mischief and charisma. I was actually already gaining stuff. Okay, we are going to apologize. I do feel a little bit tight. Even though he was mean to me, I don't want to, like, get on Max's bad side. But this is what I mean. It's definitely like, you know, older brother being annoyed by younger brother. It feels very brotherly love, like winding each other up. Did he just change these to symbols? Oh, I think he wants us to play symbols with him. Let's go do it. Go on, Iggy Pancakes. Pop off. I kind of want to become friends with Iggy as well. I need to give Max his mohawk back. I miss it. I do quite like this hair on him, though. I just feel like the mohawk is such a Max Villarreal statement.
Symbols! Terabugama!
That sounded very, very confident, Max. How did he not win? That's embarrassing for you, actually, mate. It's 9:30. Okay, we should really be getting home. Ida's gonna be so mad with us. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure she'd be very, very encouraging over the fact that we are making friends. Also, let's be real. She probably did get a call from his school being like, hey, he hasn't shown up today. Like, what's been going on? Especially considering he actually didn't get his call from the head teacher, but kind of knows, oh, Crispin, that Finn was with Ollie, and so she's a little bit like, okay, that's fine, like, as long as he was, like, with someone who was responsible, because I definitely don't think that Ollie would, like, lie to their parents. Let's be real, I feel like Crispin would probably encourage them to take the day off school every now and again to just, like, recharge their creative juices. But we are going to give him a little talking to. We're going to nag at him just to, you know, let him know. Not that getting down to his level to nag at him. She really said, let me say this eye to eye so that you New family dynamic difficult. Some Sims just can't seem to get along with each new conversation and interaction. No, we're not gonna do difficult. We'll be mean to each other more often. That's not what I wanted, but he is saddened by that. And now we're telling him an outrageous story, probably of the time that we skipped school. Came across a bunch of frogs, and I absolutely hate frogs. He's like, well, next time maybe you can just like write me an excuse note. I was meant to purchase some of the Void Critter cards whilst I was at the arcade, and I just got fully distracted. All the shiny lights really distracted me. Fully forgot to lock this door again. One of you was like the only way you can really get around. Oh my goodness, sorry. Them going to eat like downstairs is by adding a door. So I just kind of added on this little bit of wall and just put a door like right here. But it is a bit of a ball ache to have to lock this like every time my Sims actually manage to make it up to the apartment. Like I kind of just wish the autonomy worked a little bit better. Let's be real. Would you look at that? Absolutely perfect, impeccable timing from myself. I have decided to open a bar on the one day in the Sims' lives that they potentially need a bar. New Year's Eve. I am so talented. Never been done before. Lady Gaga, you know what? I do actually have beef with you. Your tickets were a right old mess, and also I was visiting my granddad in hospital, which meant that I fully forgot that your tickets on general sale and therefore did not get them. Even though I was one out of 2,000 people that saw you in Manchester. No, just kidding. I still love you, Stephanie. Was watching a documentary by the BBC the other day on Lady Gaga, and they were interviewing her, and she said that Manchester is one of her favorite cities ever. So, you know, and I was part of the first audience that got to see her in Manchester, and she followed me on Twitter after that. Fun fact. So I do still stand, but I do have a wee little bit of beef. I'm sad that I didn't get tickets for this tour. So I had already bought myself this wee little bar that came with the brand new expansion, Businesses and Hobbies. I'm just trying to think if we need potentially anything else in this little bar area. I do want to still like add up loads of our tattoo designs up on the wall, so I am just gonna have a like draw a bunch of tattoos, but this is looking pretty good. Let me know if you think it needs anything else. I kind of want it to be like sort of a chill bar area. I do think we potentially need some music, so I'm just gonna grab this again. We're just gonna have one of these. This isn't like one of those ones that like constantly plays music. We just choose what we want. So if there's like 2 sets of music, I am going to become overwhelmed and I will simply quit this save file to never return. Yes, the noises of The Sims 4 do get to me that much, especially the music. Base game music in particular, because when we went to Base Game Sims Camp, they blasted that through the speakers the whole time that we were recording. It was like a solid 5 days of just listening to the Sims 4 base game soundtrack. She went right back to her bartending days. She said, "This is my second home. This is why I know what to do." By the way, while she was actually drawing some of the designs, she reached level 10, unlocked the maple leaf tattoo stencil, the floral crown head tattoo design, the crystal heart tattoo stamp. The fees she can charge for her tattooing services have been increased. I truly do not know where she put this drawing tablet. Did Nia finally swipe it back off me? Oh, even though he went out yesterday and he skipped school, he's still doing his homework this morning. He said, "It is Saturday, let me just get that done." What are you listening to, sir? Honestly, me when I listen to the Sims 2 soundtrack. With the bar opening, we definitely need to manage our employees. I'm really hoping that a specific Sim is here. I'm going to be so sad if he's not listed. Please, 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 please. Why is he not here? Well, hopefully we can kind of invite him over this evening to offer him a job. I really want to hire Cannonball. Cannonball was a Sim in Herbs. He really wants to own the lounge, and so I figured it could be quite nice for him to kind of run this floor as like his own. Maybe we do get a little microphone so that people can do some like jazz singing here. I do feel like he would appreciate that. They can also do also like slam poetry. As much as I don't care to admit it, it does have the vibes of a place that would allow people to do slam poetry. I was gonna say, what TV do we have upstairs? Because technically we could put a little TV in just for New Year's. I don't really want to have a TV in here the whole time. It just doesn't feel like the type of place that would have TVs. But I do think that we should get a small one for New Year's. What if I just place it here like that, or at the end of this one like that? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do like the vibes of this. Maybe we get a little end table here and stick that TV on it. Kind of have it for decoration, but like Sims can watch it if they want. Oh no, I forgot to teach him how to ride a bike. I was so preoccupied with getting this place perfect for the grand opening. Love how much I hated that like birthday kit that we got, that party pack. Have to say, these balloons have absolutely come in clutch so many times over. I hate to admit it, but I think I would spend £5 just for these balloons, just because we don't really have any other balloons like it, and I use balloons quite often. It makes me laugh because I actually hate balloons, but every year for my birthday my parents go all out and like get a load of balloons and raise them all to the ceiling. It's very, very cute. They don't scare me when I'm like not touching them. It's like when I'm like blowing them up or like have to like actually physically get near them, no thank you. And that is because a basketball blew up in my face when I was a kid, and anything that like pops or bursts, I hated balloons before that, but that made me really, really hate them. We're gonna invite round. Oh my goodness. I hate these Sims. I swear. They're always just roaming the earth, which means that it's so difficult to like actually invite them over. Look, like most of the people that I want to invite are already here. So we're gonna add those lot to our group. I kind of want to get my friends over first. And then open the business whilst they are actually all here. And I do want to obviously offer Cannonball the job of like running this. I did put in a little microphone for him, so you know he can perform if he wants to. He can tell some jokes, he can do some stuff, or he can just get other people in to do that. We should also definitely invite Alice to our current lot, considering she is technically also one of our friends. We'll invite Lorato over just so that Finn has a little friend to hang out with, especially considering it is New Year's, which he is currently just watching some sports whilst playing with his toys. He is gonna wiggle his loose tooth, and then I kind of want to get him to change his outfit out of his pirate fit and honestly into his little formal wear. We haven't seen him in his formal wear. Oh, the drool, the dribble that just hung out of his mouth. That was absolutely disgusting. Hey, pals, how are we doing? We're gonna blow horns for our grand opening. Don't ask me where Cannonball is. Oh, never mind. He's zooming, dude. He's on his little bicycle in the bicycle lanes. Sergio, no, it's not okay if you come hang out. Bro, I don't even know you. Oh my god. Cannonball, this is so annoying. Like, can I reset him and like go here together again? I don't know where Nia is, which is honestly kind of sad. I really wanted her here. She's like our oldest friend, unless she might be on the way. Nia, where are you at? Oh, she's the other side. This world, man, is anyone else getting as infuriated with that as I am? What do you say, buddy? I know you've always wanted to run your own little lounge, and whilst this isn't a full lounge, I do think you would be the perfect fit. He has piano level 8, violin level 8, and charisma level 8. Don't know if he actually has bartending, so we potentially may need to mentor him in that. For the time being, we're actually not going to have these two do the tattoo stands. We're not going to really be offering tattoos all that much. Maybe if someone happens to ask us, but I doubt it if we're not tending it. But I kind of want everyone chilling up here, which to be fair, we should potentially actually clean up before we've got the customers coming in. I don't know if he's even gonna attend this, to be completely honest with you. He is currently giving a toast. Aww, he's like giving a toast to himself because he just got a new job. I need to paint the ceiling. I always forget that is a thing that we can do in The Sims 4 now, and then all my ceilings are still always white. I love that he's believing in himself. I'm loving that he's bringing that energy to the table. That's what we need. A little bit of self-belief. Drink bar drinks. Sims will order and consume drinks from the bars. He definitely doesn't seem to be tending the bar right now. I kind of want to criticize his work, but it's fine. Considering it is the grand opening, I don't mind Ida being behind the bar, but let's see if anyone's actually gonna come up and order anything. Buddy, you can go downstairs. Why don't you actually go watch some TV down here? I should really get going now. Thanks for hanging out with me. You refuse to hang out with me. Actually, Nia, my longest running friend in Nordhaven, and you don't even want to spend New Year's Eve with us. It's fine. It's all cool. I promise. I absolutely won't hold a grudge against you. Cannonball's gonna grab a drink for himself, isn't he? He's leaving? Bro, you work here. I mean, he is an elder, so I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt, and maybe he just didn't realize that he was being hired for this shift in particular, considering he did just in fact manage to get the job. These drinks aren't selling too well. Our environment score better be popping off. They better absolutely flippin' love this place. Ooh, Octavia Moon. I did actually give Octavia a little tattoo off screen, and that actually, I think, made us again a 1-star celebrity. Like, all we did was tattoo a celebrity. It doesn't really mean too much to us. We desperately need to go to the toilet. I wonder if we can continue like tending the bar and also nip to the loo like you can with the tattoo thing. I don't think you can, so we're really quickly just gonna nip upstairs before we wet ourselves, because let's be honest, who's gonna want to order a drink from us if we're covered in piss? Maybe we should sabotage his mischief. He's really working on it. Max Villarreal has been an absolute nightmare. Finn is going through a phase. He'll pick up an instrument any chance he gets, yell often, and turn all radios up to 11. He's going through the loud phase, and she's coming back down to watch New Year's TV, and we've just feckin' sabotaged it. It's working. It's working perfectly. Your sabotage did not work, Finn. How does it feel? I'd be so embarrassed as a kid. I would simply like just go and cry in my room. He's gonna go watch it upstairs. He's like, I can't be dealing with all of these people. This is a little bit too much. I do not wish to be perceived by everyone, so I'm gonna go watch it on my lonesome upstairs. I actually think Alice was up here, but now I don't think she is. This is really actually quite cute that he's taken himself off. Go sit here, dude. Why don't you... No, don't add a present, but these presents are still, like, existing, so I'm just gonna have him keep on opening them. I love you, Octavia. I love that a celebrity is trusting us when it comes to tattooing them, but we do need to turn on the TV, so if you could stop distracting me, that would be wonderful. They're all really, really loving staring at my artwork. I can't believe all our friends left. No one wanted to celebrate. Is that the game trying to tell me something? Trying to tell me that I'm focusing on my business a little bit too much over my friends? 12 p.m. She said, shut that off. He said, I'm going to bed. Well, that was a little lackluster. We lost profit. Our employee wages were $240, $75 to open. We only made $144 on entrance fees. 2 drinks were ordered for 36 simoleons and $19 in the tip jar. Eek! Oh no, maybe this isn't the best idea. Maybe the bar is gonna be a bust, although I do excel in my ambience. Thank you very much. I know I do. I knew that my bar was gonna pop off with its looks. Our customer relationship though? Seriously? Octavia spoke to me for like 3 hours. How do we not have a good customer relationship? Thankfully, I think the tattooing is gonna balance out our budget, but that is not good if we are performing at a loss. Cannonball? Before I continue threatening my Sims, I'm gonna head off. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all, and I will speak to you in my next one. Bye now.